It gives you a perspective on life. It allows you to see, almost to answer the question, why are we here? What is our purpose in life?
I felt God inside me whenever I do something to help others.
It's the underpinnings of what it means to be a Christian, a disciple of Christ, is to use your gifts of time, talent, and treasure for the benefit of all in thanksgiving to God.
One of my favorite quotes is from the first letter of Peter. As each one is given a gift, we are to use that giftedness in the service of one another as good stewards of God's very grace.
What could be more joyous than using the gifts that God's given you to know that, by golly, God has a purpose for you, that the gifts that you have can make a difference in the lives of other people?
We often hear the term give until it hurts. I think that's exactly backwards. I think the reality is give until it feels good. Give until you experience some joy and happiness in giving.
God's gift of treasure comes to us in many different ways. A hard-earned salary, a smart investment, an inheritance, even valuable personal property.
What percentage of my income do I want to give back to God? Got a whole bunch of bills and all those kinds of things. Let's start up front and say, how much can I give back? What percentage of my income, which is God's gift, what percentage of that can I give back to God?
It's scripture-based, it's right in the Bible that we should all be tithing. Once you make up your mind that that's really what you want to do, that's one way to give back for all the goodness that God has given us.
If you really care about your church, you really care about your parish, yes, you need to donate money to it because it won't survive otherwise.
Stewardship challenges us to consider what percentage of our treasure we are willing to return to God in thanksgiving for all that has been given to us.
I look at stewardship as a responsibility and gratitude, because it's a responsibility you do have to give back to your church. But it's also gratitude for what God has given us and what God has done for us throughout our life.
If you only have a little, you're going to have a lot. If you give what you've got to Jesus and put it in his hands, for the Lord takes your little and uses it to make a lot from a little when you put it in his hands.